thing that they know is that we already have the power.
That's what they're here, you know.
If they were
the live stream, you know. I thought there'd be a lot of people here.
Student protest. Why arrest the student protesters? They're so powerful. You do it because you know they're not powerful. Those voices have the power.
Exactly. What's going on now? Is everybody giving up now or what?
And taking over the country with your fascist.
I'm not scared of them, you know. I'm never scared of these motherfuckers, you know.
That's why they go after judges that challenge them. That's why they go after people like you. Because they fear our power. Every time we have a thought in our head, that like little moral inkling that something wrong is happening here, just the act of our conscience telling us to not be okay with this. That's a battle line drawn. Every time we come out and we speak, and we say we're not okay with it, battle line drawn. It can be all of us, it can be a single person, it can be somebody at work or on the street. It can be in Los Angeles or New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or Ohio or Oklahoma or Louisiana or Florida. Every single one of those, every single person, they're called of conscience, their speech, and in their body out here in the streets. That's a new battle line drawn. And they cannot resist it when we all draw those battle lines day after day, night after night, week after week, month after month. So thanks to all of you for being out here, helping to draw those lines and showing the rest of the country that there is a way to resist this. This consistent individual and individuals becoming groups and groups becoming mass, that becoming pressure that is irresistible, that they cannot hold back, drips of water pouring through, percolating through a dam until the dam bursts. And liberty is restored and protected. Immigrants,
this guy with the flag backwards.
LGBTQ, everyone is safe. The institutions that protect our democracy are restored. The Constitution is upheld.
Well, waiting for the arrival of Cuts right now. I don't know where the hell Streets LA, Jessica, or any other flipping protesters here can pop out. And I don't know what the hell.
Everything that we're supposed to stand for as a country, the ideals that we're supposed to uphold, the better angels of American nature can be defended by all of us and those who hear this call and come out here and meet us.
Turn up the microphone, flow easy.
So we've got a lot of speakers today. We're going to go over a lot of things. We've got a whole path planned for us, a little journey we're going to take today. So please join us. Please bring in more to come with us. And for now, I want to hand off to our first speaker. Kira is going to come up here and give a few words. So please welcome Kira, everybody. Thank you.
It would have been awesome if Jody Sweden was here.
Hi, my name is Kira. I'm actually going to be speaking for somebody who can't speak themselves. They wrote this, not me. This is their words. The whole reason why we're here is we speak up for people who are at risk. We speak up for people who cannot be here to fight for themselves. So, here's what they had to say. As we pay our debts with the law, we begin to see what the history of this nation really represents. Yes, immigrants pay taxes, or else how would the IRS collaborate with ICE if they didn't have any information? Because we are not criminals. We obey the law. Now that law is being controlled by fascists.
Cutsy's on his way.
Keep our mouths shut and our heads down.
This camera guy right here from the news, from the Channel 7 News, is walking past by.
And create a political crisis and demand Trump must go now.
I wonder if he's still being Vladimir Putin's bitch, like my grandpa used to say.
Growing up, I have strived to be the best people at home.
Is he working for the Russians?
I don't have a proper documentation. I am not recognized as a full human being for not having a green card. Now, 5 million to be exact, folks can now claim citizenship without ever living on this land. They've named it the gold card, like a valued customer at a chain store upgrading to a better rewards card status. Whilst they push out children of immigrants who are born from the soil that my fellow farm workers and sisters and brothers pay day in and day out, who with pride and love raise their children in communities that reflect their struggle and embrace their community from the countries they've left behind to achieve the so-called American dream.
Oh,
An American propaganda that blindsides the most noble person
So you're
to
saying
better
that
their
this like fucking,
lifestyle.
that
A dream only achieved through the generations of establishment and assimilation
He's still in prison,
in a
right?
country
Whoa.
that has been built through slavery and genocide.
Yeah, man.
Because all of the division is the
Do you
same
believe that
country
Suge
of our
Knight
time was
ever had
established
something to
only
do with
to
splitting, breaking up
people
Biggie and
who are
Tupac's
white,
friendship to have beef,
and welcome
and they have him killed?
who are not
You know?
white, rich, educated.
Yeah, who knows, you know? Yeah.
Because a better nation is one that is for everybody. So no, Orange Man, this land is not your land. This land is for the second generation of students
The what?
who stays up late studying for finals because their immigrant parents depend on them to achieve higher education for a higher paying job. This land is for the clear rising star who left their impoverished country to make it onto the big stage. This land is for the refugees escaping war that the U.S. funds shamelessly. This land
Shamelessly?
is for the generations
Interesting.
of families whose government put them through slavery, segregation, racism, and police brutality. This land is for the mother who carried their baby in their tummy through the desert to cross a man-made border so that they can have a better life. This land is for the indigenous person fighting for rights guaranteed in the Constitution because they believe a better life is possible. Because we should not live through a fascist America.
Cutsy's on his way, but we don't know when. Would have been a whole lot better if SGV Moves and PLA were here.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Amina. I appreciate the hand wave. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's here. I know we all feel it. The numbers, they're like, you gotta be so big that it's ungovernable in society. I know we all feel it, because it is exactly what Adam was speaking to, the daily outrages, right? But part of the problem, right, is that this movement, our movement of the unprecedented people, the millions and
Channel
tens of
7
millions
News.
of
Sorry about
people
that.
who have begun to pour out since the inauguration, when all the
have to stay right
Latino
here 'cause it's
people,
Channel
Latino
7 News.
students, the undocumented, poured out into the streets and shut this freeway down that's just up the street from
Channel
where
7
we are.
News.
With a
Update.
lot of boldness, with a lot of determination, with a clear declaration, you are not coming for us. And we're beginning to see the raids. Tom Holman, Kristi Noem, Donald Trump. It's the vilifying us of just going after our undocumented brothers and sisters. And that's what we had Kira read a statement from somebody who can't be up here. Because why? Because we gotta protect each other. These people are dangerous. These people are vicious. And these people will not stop at going after them. And then we poured out into the streets. Yeah, thumbs down. Thumbs down, boo for them. And then we poured out into the streets on April 5th in cities, small, big, enormous, everybody poured out. And we did say, I see this sign that says, hands off our schools and universities. Critical thinking is sacred to our democracy. And people poured out a No Kings Act, hands off. Republican traitors to the Constitution, because they are going after the Constitution. You're beautifully dressed today. You're saying we need to maintain the rule of law, right? People poured out in every corner of this society. There's signs. I'm just going to read some of them because they say, "Save America, impeach." People poured out into these streets, and we've never seen this before, where you have a people that have gotten out into these streets. Really, day after day and night after night. You see this. Rachel Maddow has covered it. I know you all
It's
see
my grandpa's
this. I know
favorite.
You're all bored and you're like,
My grandpa
10
likes
people
her.
out here, 60 people out here, millions of people out here. Okay, we just got to recognize that the time for the demand, today what we have put out here, of why we're all gathered out here, is to then come together. Come together with some rationale. This sign says, my grandpa didn't fight
like right
fascism
here.
to submit to them.
Right here in the
People
spot.
who are
where DOA was arguing with Becky.
We're not going to conciliate to this
Yeah, the other day.
form of rule.
It was like a freaking drama I had when they're coming out of court.
This is us. We are the people that are beginning to take responsibility, that saw this call to get out into the streets, to put forward that demand that Trump must go now.
How is he ever going to go? That's going to be possible, man. I want him to go, too.
If we do not get out in the streets and make that
People
demand
deporting
real,
people and shit, man. Shit's about to get it.
There is
about to get in like a riot.
Because there's millions of us who do not
Protest
want to
can
see
lead
this
to a
happening.
riot.
We've begun to pour out into these streets, and we gotta actually continue to pour out and to put forward this demand that Trump must go now, and politically force the institutions to cede to our demand. And that is why we're here today. We're here to get ourselves oriented. We're here to get ourselves organized. We're here to get our muscles ready for the fight ahead of us, for the political fight ahead of us, because we are a nonviolent organization, for the political fight ahead of us to actually make this demand real. So before I introduce Sarah Taylor, I wanna practice some chants. So maybe we have Luna come out here. Warmed up, because I know it's a chilly day in California. Just to get us warmed up, I want to have Luna practice some chants so that as we're marching, this is something that we're actually like internalizing and getting ourselves oriented toward. Okay, yeah, so I have chant sheets here, so if people want to come get them, they can come get them from me afterwards. But let's walk this through. So the first one goes,
just bought a Mercury Gold here.
Birthright citizenship.
So yeah. Hopefully you'll subscribe for channel. Subscribe Mercury Gold. Just trying to help my friend out, you know. She's going through a lot, so just trying to trying to be a good friend and help her out.
The Trump regime has got to fall. The regime has got to fall. Trump must go now. 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 All right, y'all sound beautiful. We're gonna do some more later, but that's it for now. We'll practice some more later.
No mames, wait, this fucking fool with the. What?
Another speaker before we hit the road, I think, and I just want to introduce Sarah Taylor. So please come up here and give us a few words.
What's sitting on the? Stupid.
All right, y'all, you look pretty good out there. How you feel?
Kind of sounds like Tiffany Stratton would say.
Trump regime must go now. The fascist Trump regime must go now. Look, sisters and brothers, beautiful people, this country is rapidly
Wish I was still in Vegas.
moving towards all-out fascist consolidation. It is being remade into a fascist country. And it is up to us. It is up to each of you. It is up to all of us together to stop this. And I am here today because there is a way to do this.
Ball.
So look, every day, this regime is making leaps towards fascism. Just a few days ago, ICE arrested the mayor of the biggest city in New Jersey for
Damn, with a show off here.
of an ICE detention center. They brutalized Congress people. And then instead of apologizing, the head of Homeland Security came out and accused these Congress people of committing felonies. A few days before that, Donald Trump, the so-called president of this country, went on national TV and openly said he did not know if he had to follow the Constitution. He did not know if he
Where's SGV News when you need them?
Due process the basic bedrock of the rule of law.
Been on the hitting mode.
And then just a few days ago on Thursday, the Supreme Court openly debated whether Donald Trump can overturn the constitutional right of birthright citizenship by executive order. This is moving fast. Think about
That's
this.
full of shit.
Birthright citizenship is not a law. This
I agree
is not
on
a
that.
policy. It is part of the Constitution. It was written into the Constitution after the Civil War. It guarantees.
We don't need no damn war.
The people who have previously been slaves in the eyes of the law. And it extends to everybody born on U.S. soil. Yes, including children of undocumented immigrants.
Oh wow,
Now here I
that's
want to
harsh.
quote something from the revolutionary leader Bob Avakian. From his recent social media messages at Bob Avakian official, because he breaks down the stakes of this. He says, look, if Trump wanted to legally and constitutionally change this, which itself
I don't even know if it was a protest or anything like that.
Move, he could try to do so by the procedures for amending the Constitution that are set forth in the Constitution itself. But that is just the point. Trump does not recognize any limits to his fascist dictatorship. Not the Constitution, not the laws, or the rule of law and due process of law. And Bob Avakian goes on to draw this to its significance. He says, after illegally rounding up immigrants who have been convicted of no crime, denying them due process, and sending them to a torture chamber prison in El Salvador, Trump has openly threatened to do this.
I don't get along with Salvadorian people. I'm sorry.
If this Trump regime is allowed to remain in power, if this Trump regime is allowed to remain in power, no one will be safe from its fascist rule. Whoever Trump decides is an enemy will be targeted with no protection from the law. Black people and other people of color, immigrants, women, LGBT people, others regarded as inferior and unworthy will be subjected to discrimination, to oppression, to persecution, to brutality, and to murder. Yes, without even the pretense.
I missed WrestleMania weekend already in Vegas.
Or equality and rights in any sense.
I only got money in the bank.
Quote, this is why we cannot wait. The Trump fascist regime must go now. Not in 2026, not in 2028. He must go now. Trump is showing
Yeah, buddy.
every day
Look how many
that
Secret
refuses
Service he
to
has.
be constrained
You know?
by the rule of
We gotta
law.
go through the Secret Service.
He ignores the
Most likely
courts.
the president's
He
bitches,
is
you know?
bulldozing ahead over objection after objection. Nothing will stand in his way if he is allowed to remain in power.
Yeah, it's not that
This is
big.
why he has to be removed. This
Are you
is
still
the
gonna come or no?
We must take up.
Oh.
And there is
Well,
a
Mercury's
way
here
to
right now,
do
you know?
this.
You know? Maybe we can help her try to get more subscribers, you know? Because she's been through a lot right now. Let me know when you're on your way, bro. If you're still on your way or what? Cutsy. Cutsy's still on his way.
When that business is
Not that big. Are you still gonna come or no?
And the violence degrading morality shoved down our throats. Many voices and bodies demanded the Trump fascist regime must go now. With this, we can and must create a political crisis in which Trump cannot govern this country, cannot impose his fascist program, or even maintain his hold on power. We have
Just
the
trying to keep
power
an eye
to
on
do
people
that.
to make sure they don't make her
Now,
feel uncomfortable here. Just trying to look after my friend here. That's my friend Mercury.
I am a co-initiator of the
Oh,
Choose Fascism
oh, okay, never mind. I was talking to that guy. All right. I think she's cool. Just making sure.
To call forward the tens of millions of decent people across the all who can be united from diverse political
Just making sure. Keep an eye out. You know, make sure that there's no hearts on here.
To grow in our numbers and our determination until we create the level of profound political crisis so that every force in society
Dude, how long is the freaking story paragraph she made?
demand the
Cuts. Are you hey, Cuts, are you still on your way?
I am here to break down how this is possible, and I am here to recruit you into this movement. Wherever you're coming from, you need to be part of this today. Dedicate your days, your weeks, your summer to being part of the force that calls forward the millions to defeat this fascist America in the name of humanity. Now I come to this.
Okay, that's the name of the chant,
as a
bro.
proud follower of the revolutionary leader Baba Bacon. I've already mentioned him, but I want to. He is. It's a whole new framework for human emancipation. He's the most radical leader and figure alive on the planet today, and for that reason, he is loved and respected by many who want a different way to live beyond this system, and he is hated and slandered and lied about by many who love this system, including, and in some ways especially, those who want to claim it to be radical, but who are also loyal to this system. They like to lie about him and snark about him. So I challenge you to find out.
I have enough shit on my mind already with this, you know.
Integrity to do so. About this system, about the revolution
Not
that's
that big,
possible.
though.
But today, I want to talk about his insights dealing with the fascism that we face. Because Baba Bacon is.
How many people are there gonna be? Well, me and Cutsy later today, should I say? Me and Cutsy are gonna be going to the same shitty astrology, but I gotta keep it PG because of his TikTok rules. Because you know TikTok is going viral, and I'm not really a PG guy. Surprisingly, I still haven't even freaking got my damn clips off the damn freaking TikTok. I thought I was cursing though.
There is no such thing. This country is split.
Oh shit.
In a very real sense, there are two countries within this country. On one side, you have the
This guy trying to give her a number or something like that.
They are thrilling at everything.
Does he offer her a number or something like that, or what?
The ones who mock immigrants and trans people.
Maybe I should keep my camera on them just in case this guy doesn't say anything appropriate.
The ones who think that women
all right.
are nothing more than baby-making machines.
Well, all right, whatever it is. I'm just making sure, you know.
That's one country.
Just in case, you know, guys don't make her uncomfortable and all that shit. She's been through a lot, so don't ask questions, don't judge. Just go along with the flow. And if you ask questions and if you say that I'm overprotected, then you can get the fuck out of my life because, like I said, I don't want any winos. I don't want any people asking dumb questions. All I'm trying to do is trying to show proof and see, you know, she's not making this girl uncomfortable, you know. Hey, don't touch. Hey, got it on film. I got it on film. Keep your hands to yourself, sir, okay? Keep your hands to yourself. I got that on film. I don't know if I got that on film, but yeah.
We are the people who want and recognize that love is love, no matter your gender or your sex.
I got that.
We are the ones.
Hey, did anybody got that? Okay, hey guys, let me know. Guys, let me talk to you, bro. Let me talk to you. Did any of you guys saw this guy was trying to touch this girl here? You know, I'm just making sure. You know, don't trying to be hurt here. Let me know what your thoughts, okay?
And there are more of us. But here's the problem.
You know what? Maybe I should go over there.
Whereas the Trump-based MAGA fascists have a section of the rulers who are fighting for what they want, who hate the same people they hate, who want the same nightmare they want. We, the decent country, do not have anybody in the halls of power fighting for the future that we want. This is a heavy thing. Yes, there are a few Democrats speaking up. But as a whole, the Democratic Party is not and will not stand up to this fascism the way it needs to be fought. They will not do this because they're more committed to the stability of their system than they are to what it would take to defeat this fascism.
What's your channel?
And the Democrats are relying on the institutions and the norms of this country.
Yeah. Well, he's on his way right now.
Yeah, you know.
We're hoping it's gonna be like a packed crowd.
Shattering. So that's a losing strategy.
People to come out, man.
I know, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You know? Yeah, people started to recognize me now because of Cutsy.
Fascism needs to be fought because these Democrats are afraid, not just of the fascists, but they are afraid of all of us.
They're actually afraid of the decent country because they know that if we stand up and we start fighting, we're going to start demanding things that get outside the bounds of their system. So this doesn't mean that there's nothing we can do. What it means is we have to rely on ourselves. We have to rely on ourselves. And we have to be the force that goes out and gathers and mobilizes and rallies the decent people in this country to stand up, to see themselves in each other, to not be demoralized and despairing, but to come out and fight together for the future we want. We have the power to defeat a fascist America if we come together and we exercise it. What this means is here today we are joined by rallies across this country.
I wonder when was DOA's freaking court date?
And that shows
because I know DOA had a court here.
We in RefuseFascism.org are bringing a strategy. We're bringing the demand the Trump fascist regime must go now.
Good thing I'm not wearing my Hulk Hogan shirt.
You can't wait this out. It's not enough to protest symbolically
I'm a Hogan
and go
fan,
home. We have to
like
come
Trump,
out again and again and grow in our numbers until we create the kind of profound political realignment where those in power remove Trump because they cannot ignore what's coming from below, because the whole world sees us, because we see us, and we do not stop. So this today, as we march together,
how's everything going over here?
put you on a mission after today to work with RefuseFascism.org, to join this movement, to dedicate.
Oh, no. I was just making sure if things doesn't get unappropriated for protection, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what me and Cutsy to agree on this. You know? Yeah, because we're trying to make sure. I'll kind of tell you later. I'm pretty sure you understand. Get it?
By indivisible and others. No kings right there. There's the sun. Because on June 14th, it's Trump's birthday. And for his birthday, he is throwing himself a military parade. You guys heard about this?
Okay.
And Trump's trying to send a message that the military is answerable to him. And they're purging the military of black generals, of female generals, of trans people.
What are you gonna do right now?
They're purging it to becoming white supremacist, fascist instruments. And Trump is
yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
And across the country, yes, in DC, people have to come out.
No. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for no rights or anything. Oh, you're driving your mom's car? You're driving your mom's car. Oh, okay. I thought that was your actual car. Oh, okay, well, that's good. Oh, yeah, how's your dad doing, by the way? It's not me. Oh yeah, how's things going with him?
Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to looking out for everyone another.
Are you guys ready to march?
I'm taking out an SGV News playbook. Yeah, SGV News, the auditor, one of the. Oh yeah, I know him. Oh, you know SGV News? Oh wow. Yeah, that fool is one of the biggest top auditors ever. He cracks me up. No, I met him twice. I watched his videos and all that stuff like that. It's so funny as hell. Oh yeah. He's my idol. SGV News.
There are flyers that everybody here should at least have. One is the national flyer, even for the Zoom, but it has all the information,
God damn, this guy
including
right
the
here.
call for today. Sorry, it art shows and picnics this Friday, this upcoming
Hey, sometimes I put up with cops too. You know, I tell the cops, so F off and all that stuff like that. Go get late from their wives and stuff like that. Jeez, man. Hey, Karen. Yeah. So you're here alone, huh? I thought. Oh, okay. Isn't somebody supposed to be here with you? Well, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm just trying to like make sure if everything's okay. Isabel's been looking after, been wondering. April's was kind of worried.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she you. Oh, you got April's request? April follow you.
Oh yeah. I had her for a request.
Oh yeah. No, we were just trying to look self-concerned because we kind of talked. Yeah, well, Cutty's on his way right now, so yeah.
Oh yeah, Kutsy's right there.
Yeah. Me and Cutty are gonna go expose the science shitty astrology later.
Oh, which one?
We're in Hollywood.
Do you know there's an expedition?
Oh yeah.
You should go to the expedition.
Look, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna.
Want to be on TV?
Oh.
So you guys like being here for my YouTube channel?
Well, I'm on live stream too. YouTube live stream. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you want me to be on TV?
I'm doing a segment for my YouTube channel called Concrete Opinions. You guys would like to be interviewed? I'm just asking people questions. I'm not going to get a gotcha situation. Would you like to know the questions ahead of time before you agree to anything?
Yeah, if you want, go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah, it's about political stuff. Yeah, it's concerning this and other things. Yeah, I can tell you what they are before I ask. Sure. You have my...
Oh, you can follow her. She goes by the name of Mercury Go on YouTube. Yeah, for real.
You have your channel?
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to help.
So, I have several questions here, but I'll probably just ask you 2 or 3. I'm not going to take all that your time. The first one I would have would be, what's the next step after something like this? What's the next step after a protest? What is the next step one can do individually?
Ladies and gentlemen, please follow Mercury Go, her channel. Follow her. Subscribe to her.
How do you hold the Democrats accountable outside of something like this? And a third question could be, what are the Democrats not doing here? What's the next step? What's the next step? Yeah. Oh, would you like to be interviewed? Sure. Okay. I'll ask you those 2 questions. I won't put any surprises on you. No curveballs.
Are you comfortable just
I have just a release form that you have to sign. It's all you need to release.
Like our own people around us, we're trying to get everyone talking.
That's all we need. And I'm not gonna edit it to make look like you're saying anything you're not. Everything I put on my YouTube channel is unedited. I just put clips up. There's not gonna be any surprises. Okay?
So people can come.
Let's just come right up here.
We're gonna turn the trucks on first, and then people can move.
Wherever you feel comfortable, miss. You want to just stay right here? We can just film you right here. We don't have to do anything special. Okay, great.
Looks like I'm just a backup camera in case something happens here, like behind the scenes. She's getting interviewed and she's gonna be like asking questions here. So yeah. She's getting interviewed though. She's getting interviewed and questions while we're over here. Not even that big though.
Yeah, like individually, what can someone do?
Should we get going or what? Should I stop? Should I not go? I don't know what. Everybody's going now. This is like the smallest protest I ever seen. Well, I don't know if Cutsy's on his way right now, so. wonder what.
No voice America featuring Real Masters USA.
What do you think the Democrats are doing?
Okay, just repeat after me, everybody. No nukes, no genocide, no Masters USA. No China, no India, no mass supremacy, no Masters USA. I realize that's a little long. Maybe I'll do that one. We'll go.
Huh.
Lindsay, what was the third question?
Wonder how many questions are there.
Can you get that for me?
Yeah, you got it. Don't worry, I got you. Here you go. Here you go.
We're gonna say,
I'm only 80 questions out.
Oh wow, you know, gotta be careful here. Just gotta be careful, okay? Here. Yeah. Let me hold it for you.
I might have someone, no, I just put it in like this, it's easier.
All right, hold on.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, because these other ones give us some form.
Oh, okay.
And I might have them to put a stick on it too.
All right. Got it? Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah, hold on.
Did you also take some pictures?
I'm just live streaming right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. How was it?
It was tough. The questions were tough.
Yeah, here you go. The questions were tough?
Yes, I was so scared.
Why?
Because, oh my god, when it comes to questions, oh my god, dude, I get scared.
Yeah. Well, I don't get scared. I fear through it.
I know.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do right now? You gonna be okay?
Yeah, okay, I'm
Alright. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I get my challenge, so I was so scared.
Yeah. Well, if you need any, I don't know. If you want company, I'm here. I don't know. So yeah. Huh? Well, I don't know, because I was about to wait for a cutscene right now in the bit, because we're about to go expose science shitty-ass ecology. Exposing science shitty-ass ecology. Just say, make sure Shannon. Remember Shannon? Yeah. I want to prank him. I want to prank him with this. I want to give him this. Yeah.
And then I was trying to pray for Trella, and she refuses to pray.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I don't know if you saw my short, but I pranked Shannon with this. Would you like to have a joint, Shannon? I gave him the out, and they closed the door on me. She smiled and she closed the door on me. Yeah. I already got like 6K views already. Yeah.
let's go now.
Oh, you might work at Netflix. Oh, okay. Hey, all right. But let me ask you this: since you're gonna be working at Netflix, are you gonna be adding some more WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix? More episodes? Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Do you think you can try to add more episodes on Monday Night Raw on Netflix since you're gonna be working the building? I'm just being entertaining. You know that. All right, yeah. What do you think of the new John Cena turning heel? Let me see. John Cena. Let me see. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah. The Rock.
Yeah, I know. Don Johnson, I think he's just like a person that, it's more experience.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know too much about WWE, but I know that he has much experience in the boxing area.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, because Vegas was pretty fun, you know. Like, I went live stream. I made a lot of good talents, including the legend, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Hulk Hogan. Like, you know, what do you think of the mortal Hulk Hogan?
The what?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan? Is that from the long?
Yeah, the immortal, the legend, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, well, I'm from the legend, but I call it.
Yeah, I don't know. Then he got booed up the, you know, because people hate him because he called him a racist. You know, because Hulk Hogan's
He got
racist.
angry? Or he just
No, hold on. No, because people are booing him and they're talking crap because he's a racist. Hogan's a racist. And I'm like, and I comment on this. Look, hey, Hollywood Hogan is not a racist. Okay, if you think mortal Hulk Hogan is a racist, but not Hollywood Hogan, the black and white gimmick with the black beard.
Oh, with the black beard?
Yeah, Hogan. Yeah. What about Arnold Schwarzenegger? What do you think of Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger? How he was governor?
He was actually a governor, no?
Yeah, he was. But people are mad at him because of that stupid test. That little Casey test. People are mad at him because he made that stupid Casey test. You have to take it back in high school. If you don't pass, you don't graduate it. Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, he's the one that made it.
The GED test.
Yeah, GED test. Yeah.
Oh, I never took it. I
Oh.
just
Yeah.
and it also, yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen it. Oh yeah, I seen it in movie premieres. Yeah, that's right.
No, stars.
More stars?
Stars here.
Oh, okay. Hey, are you planning to go to any movie premieres?
No, there's one tonight. There's one today.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. How was it?
Oh, I didn't win. I
Oh, you went?
wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
But I'll probably go to get my sister's card. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
drive around Hollywood.
Yeah, try it. That's fun. You're gonna meet a lot of good celebrities. No. It's easy for you. It's easy for you to meet celebrities. I know. If celebrities will come up to you. Trust me. And I can make that happen. I've helped people before how to get photos with celebrities. We usually let the girl go first in this hobby. If anybody wants to get a photo with a celebrity, me and Cutsy, we usually let the girl go first to get a photo. You know, like if you want to meet Stone Cold Steve Austin or Keanu Reeves or Jim Carrey, we let you go to get a photo first. That's how the hobby works. Just make sure you want to get a clear selfie and all that stuff. Some of the celebrities are in West Hollywood too, like Madonna and you know. You will. Would you like to meet Madonna pretty soon? Oh yeah. Oh really? What would you ask her? Yeah, the singer, the legend. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't call it legends because I don't
Not even Tom Cruise, huh? You don't support Tom Cruise? Fuck him, yeah. No wonder Nicole Kidman left his ass. Along with David Miscavige, who freaking sold out to him. Yeah, I heard about the toy. Mr. Perfect.
Stop Trump's federal executive order against birthright citizenship.
Oh, you
Yeah,
sure?
woo, where's
I have like a little. You wanna? My cousin gave me like a handmade, like a rose or anything like that.
civil rights days?
Do you want it? No. As just out of respect. I get.
Hi, my name is Oliver. I am a civil rights lawyer at the ACLU focused on immigrant rights. To give legal advice to the immigrants who are detained there. And I met with a man from Russia. We'll call him Sergey, that's not his real name. But I met with Sergey. He had moved from Russia to the US and he saw the US to be perfect. Everything that could be perfect was what he saw in the US. It reminded me a lot of how my parents saw the US before they came to this country. He came to the border and he followed all of the rules. They gave him a time, they gave him a date, he signed up for an appointment, they told him exactly where to show up at the border. He came to the border, and a border officer interviewed him and gave him what we call a credible fear interview, where they interview him and they determine whether he has a real fear of going back to Russia. And he passed that interview. Then they carted him out to DSA, basically a prison, as they are allowed to do. To see him, I had to pass through 5 gates and 2 barbed wires just to talk to him. And when I sat down and I talked to him, I heard his story. I told him, hey, you actually have a way of getting out. You can file what's called a habeas petition, which, by the way, the Trump administration is trying to get rid of. But you can file a habeas petition, and that will allow you to challenge your detention. And he asked me, how long will this process take? And I told him about a year, sometimes a year and a half. And I just remember the way his eyes dropped and his shoulders dropped, knowing that he followed all of the rules. He came here completely legally, and now he's going to spend a year and a half of his life behind bars. Now, in the criminal context, there's what we call a bond hearing, right? So if you're being charged with a crime, you can pay a certain amount of money so that you're out and about while your trial is ongoing. For people who come to this country legally, who follow all the rules, who make an appointment at the border to come here, they are never eligible for a bond hearing. They always have to stay in these detention centers. And the reason they stay there is not because they're dangerous. The reason they're there is because the private for-profit prison company that runs these detention centers make $120,000 in taxpayer money every year that he's in there. And so I want you to keep this in mind, keep this story in mind, keep this system in mind when you are defending our immigrants, when you are talking to other people about our immigration system. The second story I'm going to tell is maybe a little controversial in this circle particularly. When you think of a Trump supporter and why they voted for Trump, think about what the reason is.
Surprised I haven't mentioned Hulk Hogan.
And if you think brainwashed, if you think racist, I want to push back against that a little bit. I went to Harvard Law School, and my last year in law school, my professors put together a panel, and this was right before the election. And their consensus was the economy was great, and the reason Trump supporters thought it was bad is because they're brainwashed, and they listen to fake news. But we know the economy has been not great since the 80s. Real wages has been going down since the 80s, and you know, these professors, they talked about the GDP numbers, and they talked about the stock market and how great both of those statistics were. But most normal people don't measure the economy by their stock portfolios. Most normal people don't measure the economy by the GDP statistics. They measure the economy by their paychecks. And this is hard to hear for me, and I'm sure for you. 2 out of the 4 years under Biden, wages grew slower than inflation. So imagine you're a working class American and you've seen your wages decline for 2 years. And then some PhD Democrat come and tell you that you're stupid, that you're brainwashed, and the economy is great because his 401k has tripled under Biden. How do you feel? Who are you going to vote for? Now, certainly racism and xenophobia and all of these evil things are a reason that we have